People have asked, what is the meaning of life? Well, this answer is all of us together. We're all like notes to a song, letter to a book, color to a painting, piece to a puzzle. Together we can create something great. Apart we are not. This entity, whatever you want to call it, God or something else, is uploading and learning through all of us, all of our experiences, good and bad. Together, this entity has learned through us, like a note, letter, color, piece. It has learned what the meaning of life here on earth is all about. From the meaning of life, God gives us answers. The only problem is God does not choose who is picked to give the answers. It is us that we judge. That person that's not in our group, that other person who we do not like, or that person who is mostly wrong. However, God works through all of us from time to time, does not choose who is picked. When God picks the answers and gives us solutions, it may be outside of our realm of understanding. So therefore, we have to hate the information that we get or hate those who give the answers. The media and big high-tech companies are the problems. They filter out what's really going on and how to find the solutions to our problems. A patient, our society is like a cancer patient. You have to keep the patient as healthy as possible while the chemo, which some people I call police and the military, to go after the hate of itself. The media, which is ruled by money and the dark side, pays attention to all the hatred scenes. However, God is working the streets. There's a lot of goodwill, a lot of people reaching out to each other. The media does not report that. As such, the healthy patient, the cancer patient, needs to be as healthy as possible. To do that, the media needs to focus on what's going right, while the media kind of ignore the hate acts. Otherwise, the cancer of hate continues to grow even faster. I was interviewed on the news about the marches. I told them about this relevant aspect of how society can be healed like a cancer patient. However, they only took one sentence out of the whole thing, so the word never got out because it didn't go with their agenda of the hate acts that they have to promote, which makes the healthy body politics less healthy, and the cancer keeps continuing to grow. As a play on words from FDR's "The only thing we have to fear," we could change it to "the only thing we have to hate is hate itself." That is the key to a healthier society. From this, as another aspect, there was another play on words. If the so-and-so love their country more than they hate another, then the world would be better off. The same can be said of our country. If the Republicans, Democrats, love this country more than they hate the liberals, conservatives, our nation and the world will be better. I am here to bring this message. Is it from above? Who knows? But I believe it's a message that can be thought about, even though it might be outside of people's ways of thinking. But could it be the answers? Moses came down to Egypt and gave 10 hexes for the Pharaoh to be so corrupt. Since the time that Trump has not been removed from office of the Senate vote, 10 hexes have been developing in the US. Right afterwards, the virus, earthquakes, as of yet, in some places, yes. Fires, riots have been flaring up. Soon there will be other things, like food shortages, power outages, from hurricanes, disasters, and earthquakes, and also from hacking. It will continue unless we change our ways of how we think. Many religions have mentioned about being humble and you shall inherit the earth. Some religions in the Christianity talk about be like a child and be closer to Jesus. A child is always learning, forgiving, playful. Our politics has not become that way. Many people have aborted the child in them. Our politics have gotten way away from being like a child. Serious, not forgiving, vengeful. A child is always learning, and that's what we should be doing, the same thing. We got to think about what other people are saying, even though that person might be outside of our group or we don't like the person. That message might be very wise, that God is communicating through all of us. And from that, we can gain wisdom. Look for answers for God from above. The God is within all of us. Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, Buddha, it's all within us. The place of where we need to be reached is within ourselves. We become more like a child, we learn. And from that, we can gain. God is working through all of us, within us. The answers are not from above, but from within. That's how we can find the meaning of life from all of us. And from that, we find the kingdom of God.